Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. We are back with another episode of the God's Hour Podcast with your boy Big Cervavelli, back in the place of La Merca Superior, Palace 81 Studios. We are live in effect, live in direct. It's your boy, Mr. Nine Times, in a fucking car, back in the place to be. I don't know if I said La Merca Superior, Palace 81 Studios, but we are not in the studio. I'm in the fucking car because I'm probably going to say some shit and I'm going to be loud and I don't want to wake my folks up. And then obviously we have a very special guest, Indiana Zone, NC.
Going on? Fuck is good.
You know, this is probably our first YouTube episode?
We've done Instagram, we've done Zoom, we've talked about doing YouTube, but never done it. So yeah, that's gotta be the first one.
Wow. And you know what? YouTube, man, y'all should thank us, bro, because literally, fuck Instagram. You know what I mean? I used to go live all the time playing beats and shit like that. Like exclusive shit I would only drop like on Instagram and shit through live. But now fucking you can't even do that shit no more, bro. Like they're making it real fucking stupid. Like you gotta have like 1,000 followers to go live, which is fucking crazy, bro. I don't even understand it. But we're here to basically give y'all like a breakdown of Lotería, the album that me and NC dropped not even like last month. We dropped it like 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. Kind of quietly.
Yeah, it was like, you know, with my albums and shit, I let it rock. However, it feels to me like just because I think I gave green light for such like a heavy promotion that after that, and I felt like it wasn't really like a good payoff. I just felt like I dumped all of like a lot of my time into Greenlight 4, and then also to a lot of my other albums, like the promotion, I just felt like, you know, it kind of didn't do what I wanted it. So I was like why even bother? You know what I mean? We're gonna make music, we're gonna drop it, so it doesn't even really fucking matter. Like, you know, I feel like we're creatives in that way to where we just make music and we just let it rock. And I really feel like we're in an era where promotion really doesn't matter that much if you're paying attention to the artist.
No,
you know?
I agree. Like me personally, I don't even know how to promote myself. And I honestly just don't care to. Like I've told you, I'm a artist, creator first and foremost, and then everything after that is kind of whatever. Um, I'm trying to something I want to strive for this year is to get a little bit better at it. But those who fuck with you will find it. Put it that way.
Oh, for sure, man. I feel like, you know, yeah, exactly. Like the real listeners, the people that are supposed to be listening to your music will listen to your music when they want to and when they will. It's just not like, you know, why the fuck do I have to promote the same fucking song? And this is like what I don't understand. I mean, I get it, but like with artists, they fucking promote the same shit. They promote the same song. They perform the same song. And it's like literally, and this is no shots to the homies out there. I got a lot of good homies out there that got, you know, the same sets. They got the same 3-4 songs. I get it. I understand the rotation. This is what you're known for. Like everybody is like a good crowd song. They come in, they got a good hook. It's real catchy. It's hard or whatever the fuck it is. But like, I feel like a lot of artists stifle themselves by fucking like doing the same shit. And then every day you wake up and it's like the same fucking post, the same song, the fucking same, bro. And it pisses me off. Like, that's why I felt like every day I've been posting like a new snippet, and I've been trying to give like all the tracks from Lotería some love. Cause we made 22. We made more than that. We made more songs than that for the album, but it was like, you know, that was what made it, you know?
Dose, yeah. I'm with you, bro. I think it's good to, you know, when you're promoting stuff, I mean, if you got something that's hot and you want to push it, like I get kind of reposting it, but like if you got the same, that's all you got to offer. I don't know. It's good to have like different flavors, man. That's what makes a great artist. A versatile artist is gonna have different flavors to serve the supporters. Peace to all my supporters. You know.
I think it's it's just wild because it's like a lot of artists, like there's a artist that I know that fucking they don't even have an album. You know, like this ain't no shots, but shout out to the homie Looney. Like Looney don't even have an album. He has like an album's worth of shit. He's got a lot of shit, but it's just like you gotta. It ain't just about making music. You gotta package it up. You gotta make sure, you know what I mean. You fucking you get it wrapped up, and the presentation comes with it, whether it be like in music videos or just like an overall good rollout. I focus heavily on the overall product rather than like let's fucking promote one thing for so long so when it fucking drops we already know what it is, and it's like there's a lot of examples of like either they'd be like older like Drake or Playboy Cardi songs where the snippet was fire, like the 15 seconds that we got from the leak was fucking crazy, and then we heard the song and it was like, well, this is some fucking bullshit.
Yeah, bro.
Maybe it wasn't some, but it didn't live the snippet or whatever that leak didn't live up to the song.
When I was in high school and like 16, 17, when Kodak Black was real hot, he had that this is when Metro Boom was still hot too. They had that leaked snippet. It was, I think it was called Tunnel Vision. I don't know if you recall.
Oh yeah,
And that leak was going crazy. And they released it and nobody cared. I'll know.
that's funny because that was a huge song when that shit dropped. That shit was huge over, at least over here with the homies.
Dude, everybody forgot about it over here.
Tunnel Vision and the other song, um, I can't remember the name.
I don't either. I'll be honest with you, I never got
I
into
I, I think it was the one with XXX Tentacion. Rest in peace.
rest in peace.
Yeah, like
I'll be honest with you, I'm not familiar. I mean, like I know, of course I know these dudes, but when it comes to their discographies, if I wasn't there, or if it wasn't like a moment that I know of, it's not something I check for. But shout out to Metro Boomin. That's somebody I do fuck with a lot, actually. So
he's a fucking great producer, bro.
very versatile, very versatile. He's got a lot of hits for a lot of different artists. Can't hate on that.
And also too, I forgot who he's gonna do an album with, or I forgot what artist. I was just watching the interview where he's like, yeah, like either he said me and Metro Boomin are gonna do. I think so. Like, yeah, they're gonna do an album. I can't forget. I can't remember if it's like I don't see Sugar Free saying it, but somebody like super left field that Metro was like, yeah, like I want to get, don't quote me, but like he basically want to get out of like the Metro sound, like the trap shit, and then like jump into like some different shit. Like either like it was like more old school or like something like I can't remember who, but I could almost, it was like if it wasn't like Sugar Free, it was like somebody left field. You know what I mean?
Awfully, yeah. Yo, real quick, Serby, on your view of the live, you're
Mm,
you're on one side, I'm on the other, right? Just to be sure.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I don't have view of myself, so fuck it. I don't care. I just want to make sure that for the podcast purpose we're good. So I mean it doesn't matter if I can see myself or not. I'm just just making sure we're good. So
Yeah, you're cool. I kind of lined it up, made the camera look like we're kind of like shoulder to shoulder.
that's cool,
You
man.
get me?
Brothers, man.
So,
Come on, man.
oh yeah, you already know. My bad. I was on the phone. I was trying to find that Kodak Black song, but it doesn't fucking matter and shit.
That's cool. Yeah,
But
it's
but yeah, man, Loteria fucking
classic,
um,
certified.
it was like shit, dog. It was like something. It just culminated over time in and of itself. It was like, when we first started the album, it was like, well, first, okay, so Loteria was in the works for a while.
The concept, at least, yeah.
Yeah, because we had 999, but that was over a period of like what, like maybe like 2 years, almost like a year and a half.
You could say that. I mean, we really kind of. I think I sent all the beats to you probably in like 23, 24.
Yeah, That I remember that because that was around like green light. That was like right after green light 3. So
Hmm.
this is like a lot of like what a lot of like listeners, like this is some like insider shit, but when I make music, it all overlaps.
Yep.
So I was making so we were making 999 right after green light 3, then like green light 4 and fucking uh love is love. Like 999, love is love, green light 4 were all like in that same shit. Um then like so we're moving on at like towards the end of 2024. So like around the end of 999, I started Bigger Nine with Big Classic.
Yep.
And then kind of like so like when Bigger Nine dropped, then I fucking then it was Bigger Nine, then Green Light 5, and then fucking Loteria we started immediately because it was like, oh, okay, like for whatever reason, I was like, I think how many tracks did we do? We had a couple before we like wrapped up 999, right?
Yeah. So do you mean how many total we did for Loteria, or just how many between that time span?
No, no, no. I'm saying like when when we dropped 999, that was in July. So we had already started what Loteria became
We started Loteria, I think in like,
in June.
yeah, I think I had sent the beats to you like literally at the end of May, but I think you started work on it like at literally like June 1st.
Yeah, because I was with Chava.
Hmm.
I went to Chava's crib and fucking already had the beats. I was like, okay, like fucking, I'm gonna want these shits to be what Loteria becomes. And I knew like how me and Chava's schedules are like completely different.
Hmm.
Like like he'll fucking he has like weekends off and then I don't have weekends off. So fucking I knew whenever like I catch him, I gotta be like real fucking I gotta be on that shit with the features, because what like a lot of people don't understand is when it comes to artists and when we make music with each other, I wish it could just be okay. We go in the studio and we make like 1,000 songs in like 8 hours.
If all of us as artists had all the time in the world, that is exactly how it would go down.
But the reality is that's not what the fuck happens at all.
All of us got different schedules, responsibilities, fucking occupations, fucking
Fucking life, bro.
life in general, man. Yeah.
So the way it works with me and Chaba is I go to his house. He's usually rolling up. Um, you know what I mean? He's probably smoking on some fucking blue sushi, some good Zai.
Hmm.
And then as soon as and then he's already smoking, so he's smoking and rolling. We go eat, we come back and he smokes again, and we're listening to the beats. And like for whatever reason, he picked La Bota, he picked that beat, and it was like not that I wasn't feeling it, but I was like, fuck, like out of all these beats, you gonna pick this one, bro? Like
He thought that shit was drumless too. It wasn't no drumless shit. It sounds drumless.
it don't it it's not drumless at all, bro. That shit has like some of the most knock-in drums on it. Like
You think so? Yeah, maybe
maybe not out of the whole album, but like, you know what I mean? It got it got drums on it. It ain't no like
it got
it,
knocked for.
yeah, it's fucking fire. So it's like with him, it was like out of all these fucking beats, bro, like you gonna pick this one. I was thinking he was gonna pick some shit like El Apache. I thought he was gonna pick some shit like La Araña or La Calavera. I thought we were gonna come in like on some Picasso and Matisse shit. Like we was gonna come out swinging, but and I was just listening to that album too. Like I hate listening to like my old shit. My old shit is whack, but I feel like we were just like in this creative synergy, like me, my cousin Mufasa, and him. Um, we were just like super hungry, you know what I mean? Now it's like time will tell like everything, bro. So like now Chava's like he's doing his own thing, my cousin's doing his own thing, and I was pretty much the only one to like keep it like not just keep it pushing, but keep creating at the same or higher level. So
You had a what's the word I'm looking for? Consistent evolution.
yeah, and if you're not evolving, you're devolving. You know what I mean? If you're not progressing up, you're progressing down. And I can't speak for Chava or Mufasa, but I know for me, and I'm not, by the way, like I could say like a lot of shit about like our journeys like musically and progressing and all that, but I'm keeping it real, like that's really not nobody's business. You know what I mean? It's not nothing bad. It's just like life, like life moves people, and it ain't always gonna be like, you start off with your day ones and shit, like whether it be from school or people you grew up with, and by the time you're almost 30, or you're around 30, you look around, you're like, hey, none of these motherfuckers are here. Like none of the people that you grew up with are like with you type shit. So you know,
Small circle, big check. What they say.
it is what it is, bro. Like, and I'm not saying that we're not fucking close anymore, me, my cousin, and Shaba, but we're definitely not making music like we were before. And
Yeah, I wish you. I mean, maybe that's in the cards, like you said. Time will tell. Like when you and I were kind of first introduced on through the internet and shit. Like that's when y'all were still together, and you guys. I think you guys hadn't even put out Picasso Matisse yet. But I remember when you did, I was like, okay, like I need to I need to lock in with these dudes for sure.
yeah, when we met, we were kind of like in the beginning of Picasso and Matisse. That was like, oh, and then just for okay, so what the fuck are we talking about, right? Me and Chava Styles made an album called Picasso Matisse. If you don't know Chava Styles, he's from Rialto, California. That's in the IE. I'm from Ontario, California. For all my first time viewers out there, and Mufasa, he's from Rialto. So, well, like let's say at the time, we're all from different places and different shits in different cities in our life, but that doesn't matter. They're representing Rialto. I'm representing Ontario. So at this time, me and Mufasa had already had like fucking like a shitload of music together. We had the 795 EP, which came out, I think, that year in 2017, or I want to say 2016. You know what I mean? And this was like in my real like early infant stages of like music for both of us, but definitely me, because I feel like at this time they were way better than me, like way, way, way better, in my opinion. Um, I just felt like they were more polished. I felt like they stylistically, lyrically, and just like metaphorically, all that shit. Like I was listening to the a lot of our old shit, and I was like, wow, like fucking me personally, I felt like I was just rapping a whole bunch of bullshit, and they were like spitting like real shit, like a lot of the times. But what is it? Just fucking, uh when we dropped Picasso in during the process of Picasso and Matisse, I fucking met NC through like, I think it was YouTube first. Like fucking, he was dropping the Earl sweatshirt,
Yep.
the fucking, yeah, like so if you don't know, NC is a producer from fucking, Indiana, and I found him on fucking YouTube, just like he would post like Earl sweatshirt, unreleased shit, and I was like super big in Odd Future, so that's how we connected. And his Abby was like the Mask of the Phantasm. That's like my favorite fucking Batman animated
Classic.
anything, like that's my shit. I love that movie. I have it on DVD, the original from
Same,
back in the day and shit.
same.
Um,
Yeah, I
and
think you hit me up on Twitter when Twitter was still a thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. So I hit him up on Twitter, but like I'm just saying that the first time,
Yeah,
and then he came out.
for sure.
Yeah, and then you came out with an album, with a beat tape, and then I found you, and then I found Thelonious at the same time too.
Hell yeah.
Uh, and that was when I was like partying a lot, and like it was I was real young and real dumb and like real reckless as a young teenager, and I feel like music is just like certain timestamps and shit. So just to give y'all, I don't want to spend too much time on like the origins and shit. If you pay attention, we kind of like we've been through this shit already, but you
Old old episodes. We
yeah,
talked.
like you could go ahead. Yeah, we've already covered this shit, but it just to give y'all like what Picasso and Matisse is. It was the first album for me and Chava Styles. Me and Chava Styles have like about 2 or 3 albums worth of music collectively, and then my cousin too. um Chava's just fucking working, and he's busy. My cousin lives out of state now, so it's kind of like he told me he was gonna come back, but I'm not about to get on here and tell nobody like, oh yeah, fucking we're gonna make music soon and all that shit. It's just like, what the fuck is soon, and when the fuck are
Hopefully,
we gonna make music? Like, there's no,
hopefully.
not, it's not even hopefully we will, but it's just like I'm not in control. I'm not in control of that, so I'm not gonna
Right.
tell nobody like, hey, like look out for that. I hate like back in the day, like the way artists used to like keep like relevance is like when they would like the double XL magazines would like interview like whoever the fuck, and they'd be like, oh yeah, my new album's coming soon, and it's like, what new album? We didn't get a title, we didn't get a concept, we didn't get a snippet. It's just like, I have a new album dropping, and that shit didn't come out for like another 5 years. So I'm not gonna have people try to like wait around for some shit that's not even happening. You know what I mean? Like,
No, that's fair.
when it
No,
happens, it happens. And so um with my albums, I don't give a fuck about having features. I never have. I used to be real like, you know, try to go for them, but it's just like, I feel like first of all we gotta connect. Like, I can't make like on some Kai shit. Rest in peace to Kai, but he's like, I only make music with my friends, like people like I consider like close homies, and um I didn't understand that then. I always wanted Kai to work with like whoever the fuck, right? Like, a Kai Action Bronson,
my con.
Kai Earl Sweatshirt, whoever, bro. Like that shit. I'm talking about at this time, like let's say just even around like 2014, some shit like that, right?
Mhm.
Um, or 15 or whatever the fuck it was. Like maybe more so like 2015 when I found Kai, but like it's just like um I understand that now as a man, as a full grown man, as an artist, as a mature, like creative person. It's just like, yeah, I don't need any features from nobody. And as a matter of fact, I don't want to, because I've met people like, and like new people and shit that it's just like what really do we have in common, bro? Like so if we don't really rock with each other like in real life, what the fuck makes you think we're gonna make good music? You know what I mean?
No, I'm the same way. I only work with either very close friends or very like-minded individuals. Very
Hmm.
like-minded individuals. Like we have to have like that synergy. If the synergy ain't there, then it's not gonna it won't reflect in the tracks we make. That's
Yeah, because you're gonna know like it's fucking bullshit if it's not really that either way. Like somebody like, see, the two artists I really wish I would have got on Loteria that I wasn't kind of like really on was like Ital Santos and like Divine Flows. I felt like they would have been perfect
oh,
to be on the album, but it's just kind of like um
time.
it's just not what happened, you know what I mean? Like a lot of the tracks I did by myself and the ones I did with Chava, and then a lot of I did with Migs and 30, they were actually in the studio.
Yep.
I when I'm making certain albums like Loteria, you gotta be there. I can't that ain't an album like I'm just gonna send you the fucking track, like the beat. Like you gotta be there. We gotta be like, okay, like I gotta explain to you. Like I explained to the guys, I was like, look, fucking this is gonna be on Loteria. It's gonna be a song for the ladies. And it was so funny because when we were writing that shit, they were trying to be like, I forgot I don't know if it was 30, but they were writing some like thuggish shit. And I write hella fucking fast. So I wrote the hook, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I forgot what the fuck they wrote. They could have been like on some like whatever, like street shit or whatever. But then once they started hearing me sing, you know, I need a woman in my life, baby. When you try to get up in my vibe, once I heard that shit, oh, they were like, oh no, like we can't, you know, we're not even gonna fucking do
Bro,
that shit.
bro, 30's verse. That was you like that was some pure passion shit. Like you could, I mean, like you could really hear it's just like that's a real life experience he went through, you know. And I feel like that fit the song really well.
And I told him too, I was like, I told him, I was like, you're gonna kick it off. I don't want to be first. I don't
Yeah,
want to be first in the shit.
yeah. No, bro, I love that track. Honestly, I think it's a great cut. Shout out to Migs as well. Like we gotta. I was when you sent that back to me, I was like, all right, this shit is dope. And I was shocked they picked that beat or y'all picked that beat because that beat was from. I made that beat in like April of 2019.
Yeah, like the fucking,
Long
it
time.
wasn't even my. And another thing too, we was listening to that whole shit, the Japan beat tape that you had and shit.
Hmm.
We was fucking. I was playing the whole shit, and I forgot it was like track 3, like the third beat on that shit that I wanted to do, and they and when we got to Larpa, they were like, oh nah, like this shit is like smooth, you know, more role player type shit, which I like because I knew I was like this will be the fucking like the turning point of the album because I already knew I was fucking bombing on the whole fucking first half of that album, just straight fucking bars. You know, listening to that shit, I was shooting the whole way on, you know, fuckface, you know.
On that motherfucker, man. Fuck him, bro.
Bro, like I'm like dissing him on every song, but it's funny
Yeah,
because like a lot of these fools don't even know, like they won't even get like some of the references, but like
they won't. But you and I know you dumping on that motherfucker.
yeah, but I
Stop.
feel like it's just so funny to me because it's just like people have more like pull behind the scenes than they could do on the song. This me in the songs, bro. Don't do behind the scenes, backstage, political shit, but stop, bro. Like I respect artists that go heads up, bro. Like
Yeah, bro. It's like
you know, like,
competitive, right? That's what it was back in the day.
but it's just I feel like this is a real on some Kendrick and Drake shit. Kendrick destroyed Drake. What does Drake do? He sues Kendrick. Not only did you lose, but you fucking failed, bruh. Like you killed your career. You committed career suicide.
Some crybaby shit, man.
But leave it to these fucking Levi's over here that suck Drake's dick, and they'll tell you, "Oh no, like Drake, you know, they don't they don't care about none of that shit. They don't care if he's sued." Fans are so fickle nowadays, bro. Like, you know, the internet just got people like not even real fans of nobody. It's just like, oh, I like this song, or Kendra's cool, but like I rock with.
That part
It's
right
like fucking bullshit, bro. Like
there.
so when I diss somebody, bro, you gonna know. Like I'm fuck you. Like I don't make no calls about that shit. I feel like, you know, just bombing on the whole fucking first half of the album. And then it was like, okay, like so now we need something to break up. We need something for the ladies. Cause I noticed like a lot of the tracks were like for the women. So I'm like, oh shit, like Loteria is really kind of like love is love. Bigger Nine, Green Light. It's like it kind of like it's a good like melting pot of not only all my albums that I've done thus far, but like fucking what's going on in my life now.
Hmm.
You know,
I think it's like this one is like the epitome of like you showing your versatility off as an artist for sure. Um, there's a lot of different kind of beats on there. Like even some shit I feel like people wouldn't expect from you. You know.
they wouldn't expect from me.
Hmm.
Like what? Like what?
Um, like
Oh, like La Bandera and
La
La Palma.
Palma. I don't think people would expect that from you right there. And like to me, those are some of like the I mean, I love every song on here, but those are like some of the ones I really dig a lot. Like for me, like what's probably the most recent beat I made that's on here. You We were talking about this a while back. Like you're the only artist I will send all of my beats to from literally all the eras that I've come across as my journey in music. Like there's beats on here probably from there's beats on as early as 2019, 2020, 22, 3. Um, like I think La Bandera is probably the most recent beat that I mean I made plenty of beats since then, but that's probably the most recent beat that you got that's on there.
La Bandera.
Probably why I like it so much. Yeah, because I remember when I sat down and I made it. It was just very it's very detailed. I made that shit in like 20 minutes, but like I just had all the right pieces and put it together right there. It's layered really well. Excuse me.
Yeah, I remember. Did you make that in Indiana while I was there, or
No,
no?
I not while you were there. I made it like a week before you came out.
Yeah, I remember. I
Just
think I could have swore, bro. It was like the last time I did my walk over there. Um, I came up with like the hook.
chop 'em.
I came up with the hook, and it was like fucking. It was just one of those things. Like sometimes I'll make music and I'll put it away. Like I'll just save it. I have songs like that now to where it's just like I have it, I'll put it away, and then I'll finish it later, or like just life happens and shit. So with La Bandera, I had the hook, and then I just put it away. Chop, chop, chop them down. Chop, chop, chop a style. Getting active with the homies solely when it's time to ride.
Oh,
Load the blowers up with 40s and we bound to slide.
wow.
Like, so I had that shit, and I forgot where the fuck I was. I might have been at work or some shit, but I think I was because I was thinking of like the lyrics while I was working, and I remember being like, you know, like when they say gangsters don't die, we multiply shit like that. I kind of flip that to gangsters don't die. They do 25, calling shots from the inside while they eating cold fries. So I'm giving you like the double-edged sword. I'm
Mm.
giving you, yeah, it's cool to be a tough guy, bro. Like you on the streets calling shots, you're getting fools chipped off, green lighting fools left and right, but you're in a fucking cell eating cold fry, you're eating cold food, bro.
Yeah.
That gangster shit is real fucking cool until it's time to shit in front of somebody, bruh. In a 5x10 or whatever the fuck, you know?
My man said a 5 by 10.
You know what
That's
I mean?
no, I know what you mean. That's real shit though.
You can't even wear sneakers. You over there rocking fucking, slippers, bruh.
They rocking the fucking I don't know the La Basura zeros, man.
Yeah, Kanye wouldn't wear none of this shit that they
Nah.
rock in prison, bruh. My point is like, there's a lot of duality in my music. There's a lot of shit in my music is like, so I feel like the best way, because I'm a Gemini, you're a Gemini, and it's a duality of the thing. Like
Right.
I could be on some traditional hip hop shit, but at the same time, man, fuck this shit, bro. Like I'm gonna do my own thing, and like I don't give a fuck because I feel like when we look at the greats, like let's say Mobb Deep, Nas, G Rap, maybe kind of like more so like let's say Wu Tang. They're fucking they're the artists that they loved weren't necessarily rappers, and the rappers that they loved were nowhere near like their style. So I could only imagine like being a first time listener like of Wu Tang Clan at that time and being like, yo, like what the fuck is this? Like how is this even like hip hop? How is this even like because like Ghostface Killer, for example, he listened to like the Delphonics, Spinners, shit like that ain't really hip hop. You know what I mean? It's like funk and all that shit. Yeah, like Smokey Robinson, the Miracles, But then you get like fucking Nutmeg, like Supreme Clientele,
Mhm.
or you get Criminology, fucking Raekwon. So it's just I understand that our music ain't traditional, but you gotta I feel like a lot of people have to respect it for what we're doing and not like where we are now. Because if you're expecting our music to be like all this poppy shit, like all this other like what's the popular rap song right now? I gotta Google that shit because I don't even know what's the popular rap song right now.
Luther, everybody playing that shit.
Luther, fucking, it's not enough. Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun, 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 dun. Okay, that's great, right? That's awesome. But guess what? We're using like old disco shit, like from like the fucking what's disco like late 70s, early 80s.
I got yeah.
So my point is like I don't give a fuck how I look to other people when I know that like this shit ain't like it ain't what you used to, and I'm not gonna apologize. I'm not gonna go flying fuck about none of that shit. We're gonna make this shit, and I don't care. Like I don't care. Like if you don't see it, a lot of people like they get it when they listen to my music, they get it, but they don't get it, bruh. Listen to my music, and it's all I like the beat or this one line. It's like you're not paying attention to the whole shit, bro. Like
You got to
you
listen to
don't.
body of work, but kind of what you were saying, like some before, like something that I've kind of always seen, or not seen, but like I've kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of influenced me, but like I flipped it a different way. The way I look at it, so like AZ said on Life's a Bitch, trying to carry on tradition. You know what I mean? But the
Mhm.
way I took that as just like, all right, as an artist, yeah, you got to carry on tradition, but in your own way. That's how you make it fresh, and that's how you evolve as an artist. And I don't want to say keep up with the times, but like it's fresh.
Yeah, because it's like okay, like when Tribe, like I feel like are we giving the jazz heavy influence? Are we giving that like we could give it to like De La, Tribe, and like Gangstar, right?
Hmm.
Gangstar more for like the funky type shit, but they had jazz in there too. Especially when you get into Guru Jazzmatazz, like you can't say, that's like the first jazz rapper we could say. You get me? Or who the fuck else is there?
I would say that, or what was his name? I gotta look it up. You work with Premiere. Uh, Hold on. Let me look it up. Are you familiar with most of the DJ Premier stuff, right?
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I didn't really like Gangstar's first album,
I didn't either. My favorite. I mean, my favorite, obviously, by them is always going to be "Moment of Truth."
Moment of Truth.
All right, it's just
Yeah.
they got. I think all their stuff's great, but I think that was like pinnacle. Like if I were to tell someone about Gangster, I'd be like, "Oh, you need to go bump "Moment of Truth." But um,
Mhm.
another really great jazz rapper. I mean, Jasmine has probably one of the first, but Buckshot LaFunk. You familiar or no?
Buckshot, who?
LaFonque, LeFonque. You never heard of that?
I know Buckshot Shorty, Buckshot, not.
They had this one song. I'll play it really quietly. Hold on. I don't know if you can hear. I'll play it quietly. Yeah, Buckshot LaFont, produced by DJ Premier. This guy's an actual jazz musician, if I recall.
All
Yeah,
right, cut that shit. We're gonna get flagged. We're gonna get flagged. All
I,
right, cut that shit.
I'll have to send it to you, but yeah, but I would say Buckshot LaFont, Jasmine Taz, yeah,
I mean,
maybe
yeah, like just like I like I said this before. I really understand where the fuck my music is in the where we are in contemporary music and contemporary hip hop. You know, I feel like the gap between the underground and the pop shit is just getting bigger and bigger now because it's like if you're making like fucking like like finger snap music like or like crunk music and shit like that, there's still a market for that,
no doubt.
but it's just like what we do is becoming more and more niche, and it's kind of like what the fuck, I don't know, man. So
I feel like pre 2020 COVID, I feel like it was kind of growing bigger. You know what I mean? The underground movement, like what I mean. There was a lot of stuff kind of culminating and boiling, and like a lot of stuff coming into fruition and beyond. Like at that time, Griselda was pretty big. Like that sound was pretty big. Like that drummer sound was kind of becoming a little bit bigger. Alchemist, another big contributor to kind of that time. But what's kind of I felt like that sound kind of went a little bit popish. I won't lie, just a little bit because of TikTok.
well, TikTok kind of just like
I mean, some short form media kind of it really dumbed it down even further for people because it's just like, well, how much can you fit in a short amount of time? Because that's what kind of pop music is to me. It's very fast food music. It's in and out. Like, all right, I got it. What's the next bullshit I can listen to? Or fill the void or whatever.
I think TikTok. I think we live in such a fast society that TikTok just microwaved it faster.
Yeah.
I don't think TikTok did anything wrong per se. I just think it just sped this stupid shit up. Because we've been seeing stupid shit, like stupid fucking
Oh, for
dumb
sure.
songs, like
For
you
sure.
know. Don't let's not get it twisted. Rappers have always fucking taking like shortcuts, like trying to make like when it was like you got served, they try to make like breakdance songs like fucking pump it up by fucking Joe Budden or whatever, like oh like if fools could just dance to it then like it'll be a hit. So like the TikTok era kind of brought back the breakdance era of hip hop where it's like well, like we'll treat it as a lick, Jim Jones, We Fly High, like the whole finger snap, ballin', fucking candy shot, 50 Cent. Like, there's a lot of things that kind of like gets recycled in hip hop, not just like the music aspect of it, but I think it's just more so um I don't care. Like it's just fuck all that shit. We're making the music and I think my life like kind of reflects into the music, especially like when you get into like Green Light 5, you're seeing me like I was really angry. I was really upset doing that album. Bigger Nine, I was even more like, you know, I'm even more so on that one. But Loteria lives in like this interesting phase where it's like I'm finding my way in my life that I'm figuring it out better. Like I'm kind of like I'm understanding life differently, deeper, and like the most introspective shit came out in that album. I never talked about my sister in any of my albums,
Yep.
and I talked about her on this album. years and years of just like pain and a lot of bullshit that I just like, as a man, okay, to grow as an artist, you have to grow as a fucking person, bro.
You got to get a little vulnerable sometimes. That's one of my favorite songs on there. You got
No, I mean, no, 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 don't get it fucked up. I could talk about all this bullshit about fucking rippity rap and rappity rap, and I'm a rapper and all this bullshit, but what are you saying, bruh? You know?
yeah, come from right here, bro.
Like,
Yeah.
okay, I scalp a punk ass biter el apache, 15 huecos que mete pa la jale, sabes que no pido. Like, come on, bro. Like, all right, but like, let's compare that to fucking, I type it all out, but I don't send the message. I knew you was cheating when we first started texting. I ain't gonna be just another one of your exes. You got me fucked up, and it's just a shame. You lost, didn't even make first place, trying to play the game. You know, like it's like,
Oh, Nopal. Another good one. I feel like a lot of those songs, and La Rosa, like, I really like that you, because you executive produced it. I made all the beats, but you wrote
yeah,
it, put it all together. Like, I didn't know how you were gonna sequence all of it. I kind of had an idea. I was like, all right, Calavera or La Aranya are going to be one or two. I already knew that in my head. I'm like, he's probably going to start it off with one of those two. But everything else, how you had it sequenced, and I have the track list pulled. I was like, I don't know how he's going to put it together. Um,
yeah,
but I think it's really interesting. So, like, let's see, the last five songs you sequence together, I think they go really, ends it off perfectly. La Dama, El Catrin, La Rosa, El Nopal, La Macheta, and La Bota. Ends it off perfect.
yeah.
And I know you only put La Bota in there because I was a big advocate for it. I was like, we got to edit off on that one.
But
It was
also too, listening to it, I was like, oh man, like I'm not gonna want to put out an EP after this.
right. Yeah.
So I was like, all right. So the last thing I was like, all right, we're just gonna make it a deluxe. I only wanted 21 songs.
That's what I was just about to say. More or less it's a deluxe. Like Loteria, like what is out right now is a deluxe because I'm sure in your head you probably would have ended off on La Macheta.
La Maceta,
La Maceta. Excuse me.
yeah,
La Maceta.
it's a it's a pot, and a lot of people they're not like a lot of the shits like. So look, like La Raña. Why did I name it La Raña? Because what do spiders do? They entangle webs, and it's a tangle. What's the saying? A tangle world we weave when we tangle to deceive or some shit like that, right? La calavera is like fucking, playing with life is like playing with death, bro. Like all that shit is like all right there. La maceta is like, okay, it's the pot. Me and my sister, we used to smoke weed together. We used to be really close, right?
Hmm.
You know, and as quick as you could roll weed, the quicker you smoke that shit, the quicker that shit's gone. So it's a lot of metaphorical like type of shits in there. Uh, um, with that track, it was kind of like the first line is funny because it just throws you off. So I said the first line. I felt like would just like I just wanted people being like what, and then like just bring them into what I'm saying. These suckers cook bake flaming hot Cheetos. Like the fuck does that even mean? All right, well, I'm not saying these suckers cook, bake flaming hot Cheetos. I said these suckers are cooked, bake flaming hot Cheetos.
They got listen.
You know what I mean? When I was down, you wasn't giving shit to me, though, were you? You was on top, ashamed of me, trying to put the blame on me. Now I make more money than you. How that feel? To know you burn bridges for your from your family for Resquilla, spiritual healer. You know what I mean? Like it's just like so. It's like
I'm glad you got that beat. I'm glad you ended up you used that, and I'm glad you used it for a song like that because that was
I
I
got that shit, but I didn't know I was gonna do that shit.
Yeah, because I made that beat probably right after we finished Sonya. Probably, I think so. End of 22, we put out.
It
So yeah, I
it
think Christmas, like right after we finished Sonya. So
it sounds like it too. It sounds like it.
it all comes back around.
Um, you know, what questions did you have as far as like? Because I could dance around this shit, but like what?
Well, you
I know you have questions for it.
already answered one. You kind of brought it up before I could even ask on La Maceta. You I was ask uh um kind of what made you write that, but you kind of already broke it down. Like that's years of kind of just things going on with you and your family and your sister, and just kind of like kind of how challenging it can be to kind of have a family relationship with either older or younger sibling. You know what I mean?
It's funny the way life goes because it's like the power dynamic. So when my sister was like when she had everything going for her, she had a good job. She has a good job now. It's just not better than mine. But now, but that's we live in the now. We don't live in the past. We live in the now.
Right.
Some people are living in the fucking past right now, bruh. For what?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. We got to keep pushing though. That's
Why
all.
the fuck are we living? If we're what year are we in?
2026.
So why the fuck are we living in 2019?
I don't know, bro. Them days is over, man. Like we're in a kind of a new era right now.
Thank you.
We're in a brand new.
Right? I don't look at somebody and say, hey man, in 2019, hey man, why are you still like this? You know what I mean? Like I'm not like, hey man, I'm looking at you from 2019, bro.
Bro, some of my that's how I feel about some of my old sucker friends. They stuck when we were still in high school because I graduated high school in 18. So like I know what you mean. There's a lot of people stuck in the past, or like they haven't changed since then. And if you haven't changed since then, what are you? You're stuck in the past.
It's ridiculous.
Yes, sir.
Like the amount of years of just like me having to feel like, well, that's just my sister. That this is me having to be the bigger person in certain situations and shit like that. And it's like, there's songs where I cry writing them. This was not one of those songs.
No. Which may I ask, what songs kind of did made you shed some thug tears on the album?
La Dama for sure.
Which one?
La Dama?
La Dama. It's got to be one of the top three songs on the album.
Yeah, the end.
Got to be.
Yeah, the end. I wrote like 3 songs because what happened was I went to go eat at this taco spot and I saw this really pretty wet eye. Um, and I kind of like missed my chance with her. And so I made La Dama, Rose Named Lily, which is off of Mulberry,
Yep.
and
No, no.
forgot what other song. But La Dama was uh like I never really wrote a song like that where I just took it like I took it from that, like what I when I got to work I wrote it like either the day of or the day after, where it was like that shit was like spinning in my head, it was swimming in my head, that like what like when I ate, and like I just brought it to the music. So it was like, the widow with the blue eyes, she was so beautiful, bro. Like I
Yeah,
hope I bump into her again.
I remember you told me before you even wrote the song. We was on the phone talking about that. You told me about
Probably.
the situation. You was with I think you told me you were with some of you were at a taco spot with some of your work friends, or
Yeah.
yep, yep. And then you you're just like, oh, bro, I'm gonna try and catch her the next day or some shit, or see if she's in the area.
You have a really good memory because that's what I did. And I didn't see her. I didn't see her. And then I went like every Friday, like for weeks. Every single Friday. And I was like, you know what? That's it. Like
Well, we got La Dama out of it, which I think is one of the best songs on the album.
we got La Dama, we got a rose named Lily. Fuck, man, there's another song too. I don't know. But shit, it was like, you know, that was hard because it was like I'm such a control freak that like I don't get as emotional holding on to things as I am letting them go.
Mm,
Like when I let something go, I think it's just the finality of it is what kind of hurts me more than like the uncertainty or like kind of like any shit before that. You know what I mean? Um, so it was like, yeah, you know, the wet eye with the blue eyes hypnotized my mind, dodger blue, true to size. And I don't want, because I had a homie, he kind of misheard the lyrics. He thought I said blue chew. Guys, I don't need a blue chew. I don't need a honey pack. I don't, listen, guys. Ha ha ha. All right. My mind, dodger blue, true to size. Okay. It's very simple. My mind, dodger blue, true. Like, I'm talking about like the Kobe Pro 6, the Dodger Blue Kobe, you know. My mind Dodger Blue, true to size. I'm fly. My mind is fly, is what the fuck I'm trying to say. Carry so much weight in my heart, loving women's just the part I play. Slim, thick, mommy, but I just
Walk
walked away.
away. Mm,
It's
mm,
such a like, sometimes the most freeing feeling you could ever have is just letting the fuck go, bro. It's hard for me. Because when I love hard. When I have like strong feelings, especially for like a woman, it kind of takes a while for me to get there, you know.
mhm.
So for me to like feel this way about like a chick, like it felt like, bro, like we could have like a fairy tale moment. It felt like one of those things
Yep.
like, oh shit, like, you know, but like it's not one of those things until you realize like after. Like I'm just living, and here's the thing, I'm just living my life. I'm not going out there trying to chase pussy or none of that shit, right? But it's like when one of those moments does come about and I do kind of like look back, I'm like, oh shit, like I could have really had one of them ones.
Yeah, bro. I mean,
But
I've been there. There's definitely some moments where you just pass by some people, and even just like whether you have a conversation with them or not, like just like looking at them, you're just like, wow, like I don't know who this is, but this is kind of like a moment in time right here. Like if I like, I may never see this person again, and they if I say something, it could change my life. If I don't say something, it could also change my life. You know what I mean? It's just like you said,
yeah,
very very moment in time, fairy tale kind of moment. Like what could happen either way, you know? Like in this case, you made La Dama, you know?
I had to, man, because I don't come from a place of like, you know, there's a lot of rappers out there. They should be rapping just to fucking rap, bro.
Hmm.
Rippity, rap, rappity, rap, baby, 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 all that shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. Like, listen, man, I'm really trying to do something, represent something, and give people some of my fucking life out there because I'm living day to day the way a lot of other people, the raza, everybody out here is living, man. And I'm out here in the streets walking and I'm hearing people bump Shoreline Mafia, corridos, whatever the fuck it is. And it's just like, I try to bring a different angle or perspective into like my music and shit. So I feel like I'd be doing everybody a disservice if I continued rapping about shit like bullshit. You know what I mean?
No,
I'm trying to I'm trying to represent my tierra, my whole fucking get down. And uh that's why you get shit like El Apache. Like I'm trying to rap in like slanglish for people to fucking like get it, but still try to be like kind of like keep people like, oh shit, like what the fuck does that even mean? Like what the fuck, you know? Another one, fucking El Catrin, like that one. Uh,
mm,
uh, the duality, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna burn the sample out. I'm not gonna burn the sample out, but you know,
rockabye baby.
the hook is so like it's so positive, you know. Rockabye, baby, don't say a word. If you need your dollars and your holler at serves, take care of anything that you need from me. Cause you know, whatever the fuck I said, right? And then in the verse, it's not at all what the fuck you think the hook was gonna be, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Uh uh and like I'm so surprised. I don't know if it's that one or El Apache. Like I'm surprised like I was even able to do that in one take, like with my like breathing and shit. Me puse fragancia, el Catrina, ahora no hablo a la Cisarini, ya te dije que no está aquí. Todos son puercos con la jura, mi amor es su morena bien chula, sucia, tiene cara en la cama, te la dura, bien pesos en el techo, eso para lluvia. Ponte trucha, ratas no me gusta, cohetes prenda chicas como estufas, hueca punta, hit your house on the halogen, helping hands handle up a halibut. Who the fuck are you, homie? You ain't bout the shit. I had to bury friends, never made amends with the enemy, stick together to the very end. You know,
Bro, how you hooked that up is insane. Like for the folk out there, because they ain't gonna know that was that beat was made right before you left.
literally.
Right before you left. Right before
And
you left.
then you kind of like, not co-wrote it, but it was like you just like did like the lullaby for that shit. And I didn't even know I was gonna write it. I just, you know, went with it. So I just love the duality of like the music where it's like it feels like when you listen to the music, you're like, oh shit, like, man, like you feel one way, and then you listen to the lyrics and you're like, oh shit, like, what the fuck? Like I didn't think, you know, it's easy to listen to a song like El Apache because you know it's banging, it's coming at you, it's hitting you right in the fucking face, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But when you listen to some shit like fucking uh La Maceta, okay, not maybe La Maceta, but um
Like softer,
like
like
La Bandera, La Palma, where it's like those are like real like turned up hype songs, but you don't know I'm shooting. Like I'm shooting on them songs, like, you know?
mm-hmm. Another question I have for you. What are your 'cause we got a lot of songs in here, so we'll extend it. What are your like top 5 favorite songs on the album and why?
That's hard, man. Let me pull it up.
Out of 22, and you could give some honorable mentions too. Um, but I don't know if I've asked you that. I'm curious. Because it's absolute body of work. Every song fits into the of idea and concept that is Loteria. But I want to know your favorite songs, top 5 favorite songs.
El Valiente.
A Valiente. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Cause I just love how I made that song. It's just like
I like how you hooked it up too because you slightly you slightly edited the beat and I love the way you kind of arranged it. I think for song purposes, like making a song, I think you hooked it up real dope.
I appreciate it, bro. Like the fucking, you know, like there's the way you fucking listen to it, and then there's the way I listen to it.
Hmm.
You know, as a producer, you're thinking of some different shit. I don't know what the fuck you're thinking about.
Beat tape. You're thinking of making a song.
I'm thinking of the song. You know what I mean? And it was just like I was like on some, you know how I get in my 50 bag. You know, I wanted some shit like that. So I'm literally, I remember walking with that beat, going on my walks and shit, and being like, fuck, like how am I gonna fucking jump in on this one? You know what I mean? And I was literally walking through, you know, I was literally walking through the hood like fucking, you know, like, okay, keep this Glock. Keep this Glock. Keep this Glock, put a hole up in your chest if I need that watch. Poke you through your vest, better piece that talk. Got 100 pretty girls that'll bring that chalk. I'm hoping for the day you don't meet my dogs. I want it all. So it was like, that was me walking through like the streets and just being like just feeling the energy, like it's all or nothing, and that's the energy you get. Like a lot of people don't understand it. If you're not from Cali, if you're not from like where it's dangerous, bro, like I'm walking through every day like streets where it's very fucking dangerous in some places.
Mm-hmm.
Some places that I unintentionally went through, and then now I know like where it's safe. Now I know like the fucking like the neutral zone. Like so I walk through like where it ain't as bad. It's still like fucked up and you could get banged on anytime. I ain't walking through like neighborhoods like that. Like and people have tried to like talk to me and shit, and then I just ignore them, you know?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people get it confused. A lot of people think you got to be Mr. Tough Guy, keep the blick on you and all that shit, man. As long as you're moving with like genuine intentions, if I have a really, I feel like a lot of people will leave you alone. But if you're walking around like fuck you, everyone can suck my dick, bro. I guarantee you, bro, that shit ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna fly in LA. You're gonna go if you walk through any reputable radio. I don't give a fuck what time it is. It could be 6 in the morning, be 6 p.m. It could be sundown, sun up. It could be bright. It could be a dark, stormy. You don't think nobody's out there. You know, it could be fucking rain, sleet, snow, all that shit. It don't even snow in Cali, but you know, like a lot of people like don't understand like the real seriousness about just the streets in LA. There's a difference between, yeah, you might be from Southie, from Boston, from New York. Yeah, y'all got gangs out there. I get it. You know, all the gang membership is gang membership, dog. But when you're in a Mecca, bro, when you're in where this shit started, where like gangs are over 100 years old now,
Mm-hmm.
or almost 100 years old. Most gangs in LA are like 100 years old at this point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you get that energy. So all that energy I'm getting, I'm fucking putting it right into the fucking music, you know? And you probably don't know this because I don't know if I told you, but
What's
the
up?
verses for El Valiente, I was supposed to rap them the other way around. I had
Oh,
the
really?
first verse was the second verse, but for whatever reason, I rapped the second verse first because I was looking at my phone all fucked up or some shit like that.
Huh. So you kind of you like the way it came out? You just left it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like because it's kind of like I bring you the heat and then I kind of like I smooth it off. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I got you. Yeah. No.
It was supposed to be the other way. I was supposed to like, come in smooth and then go like kind of like off the shits with it on the second verse. But like I felt like it worked out even better. Um, I forgot how that first verse even went. Um, Fuck dodging cases. The fresh dressed prince putting ink to pages. I seen this chica with a pretty face and I asked for the digits. She was breadcrumbing like a pigeon, so I piqued my interest. Yeah, something about you, ma, got me sweating hard. Mopping up the floor. I think I give it to you raw, but you filling up my heart up with so much joy. I could just eat you up, chewy chips ahoy. That's a real line, and that's not the exact same line, but a girl told me she'd eat me up like flan.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I didn't ever told you that.
No. Wait. I can't remember. Maybe.
I was like, this is when I worked somewhere else and fucking, we're talking about dessert or whatever, and I was like, oh yeah, flan sounds good right now. And she goes, oh, if you're a piece of flan, I just eat you up.
No.
And I was like, what the fuck? Dude, knowing what I know now, I would have fucking I would have drilled this bitch through the floor. But I mean, this is when I was, kind of newer and I didn't really know. Now I would have just,
Ran with it.
I would have fucked it. I ain't gonna lie. But like, that's not really like my whole get down. I'm not, like I said, like I'm not chasing no girls. I'm not like, you know what I mean? So like nothing that's ever worthwhile comes easy, you know what I mean? And like, yeah, she like that girl, like she liked to flirt with me and shit like that, but it was just like, I think this chick was like further up north. Like I know her car, like she got a car from Oxnard. I ain't gonna fucking go to Oxnard just to fucking fuck a girl, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, the Ox is far from you now, like over an hour.
dude,
Dude,
Oxnard has to be at least 2.5 hours.
see, bro, I'm not familiar. I know most of the spots. Like, no, a good majority of the cities in California, just because I'm a fan of a lot of the culture over there, and a lot of the MCs and producers that come over there. But I've never been to California. That is going to change this year, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
No, yeah, whenever, no, I told you, man, whenever you want to run it, let's run
I'll
it.
be,
But
I'll be out there.
um
What else? What's some of the other favorite songs? Excuse me, El Valiente.
El Paraguas.
Okay, yeah, no, that was a.
Mm,
I got a lot of good feedback about that one. People were saying that was rocking with that one a lot.
yeah. And it was one of those where it was like the hook is so simple. A hook is like, it ain't even really like a hook. But basically when I say, because when the rain falls down, what's falling down and down and down. When the rain falls down. That's all I'm saying. It's falling down and down and down. But like when you hear that, what do you get from it? Like just like you.
When I hear that, especially in context with the song and the beat, it's just like when everything's just not going the right way from you, it's just hitting you very like it's heavy. It's weighing down on you.
So I mean, yeah, but basically, when the rain falls down, it's falling down. You can't stop it.
No, you can't.
When the rain falls, there ain't no fucking like, there ain't nothing you can do about it, bro. The rain's gonna fucking fall, and that's just what it is. It's just life, bro.
Yeah, it's one of
So
those
basically,
things that's out of your control.
so you can't stop shit. There ain't no stopping life. That's basically what I was trying to say. When the
Okay.
rain falls down, it's falling down and down and down. Like it's just like it's not gonna stop. The rain don't even think about stopping, bro. The rain just gonna keep fucking going until it stops. Now you can look at the sky and be like, damn, it's probably gonna rain right now, but you never know when that shit's really gonna fucking hit you, you know?
Oh, damn right. Not in control. Okay, I got you. I see. Okay, that's a perspective I
Yeah.
didn't previously look at it the way before. Okay.
And I wrote that for, a really special girl in my heart. And that one was like, oh shit, like I'm really putting this shit out there because like, I forgot what fucking song I did, but I was talking about like my homie and his girl, and my homie told me, he was like, hey man, like I heard that song, bro, like why the fuck are you like talking? He wasn't mad, but he was just like, why would you rap about that?
Mhm.
Like why are you rapping about me and my girl? And it was like a weird thing because it was like a genuine question, but kind of like why? You know what I mean? Like why would you do that? And it was like, oh shit. Like so I kind of like I call this shit called faction. That's what Ice T coins. It's fiction, it's fact and fiction put together. So a lot of the shit I'm rapping about is real. It just might not be exactly 100%. You get what I mean?
Mhm.
Um, but a lot of the shit I was saying, like, is was real. Like my cousin C Sardine, that was another thing. Like C Sardine, if you don't know, like my cousin, I've rapped about him a couple times now to where like, you know, if you're a real fan of me, you're gonna be wondering, okay, where the fuck is C Sardine? Where's he at? And if you listen to the album, I say it in Spanish, so you might not have caught it, but like I don't talk to him no more, you know?
Mm, okay.
And
Because I remember
and
on I think it was El Catrini said um Scene had a quarter. Or am I thinking of a different song?
yeah, see, Sardina had a quarter. I kept the 530s popping, Percocets percolating when they dive. So it was like, so my cousin, he slanged, and I always kept the five, I always kept money, but then also too like a 45, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like I write in that gray area to where it's like you really don't know. Like I always keep the door open for interpretation, just like in Paraguas, the hook.
Hmm.
I'm not writing in finality. I'm just writing for what it means to me. Now you could get a whole different meaning from it, but with Cisarin, that's in the beginning. That's fucking what is it? La Estrella, right?
Yes,
That,
Lost Credit
that's
too.
La Estrella. Where Cisarin had a quarter. I kept the 530s popping, Percocets percolating when they dive. I know myself. The knowledge, wealth, power infatuated. When the coochie penetrated, venerated as a god, mostly celebrated. It's just kind of like I kind of go from personal to like kind of like speaking about different shit, but it was just kind of like I wanted to touch on that like very briefly, like be in the past with it, but then also too like I like on El Catrín where I say ahora no hablo a la Cisarini, ya te dije que no está aquí. Like I don't talk to him. I already told you that like he ain't here. Like he ain't here. He's doing his own shit. You know what I mean? Uh So I kind of don't want to burn this out, but like I felt like I don't talk to him anymore, and I kind of feel like we don't have a good relationship now. But I'm not gonna burn him all the way out. So just for the sake of keeping shit like between like just like private, like I really felt like
Can you see me again, by the way? I had to fix my camera.
yeah, I can see.
Okay,
I
good.
really felt like he maybe like was acting fake around me because bro, like some shit happened like behind the scenes. And I ain't gonna say and shit, but some real shit happened, and then it was like he's all like in my house saying what's up to my pops, acting all like everything's all good in the hood, and then like I hit him up, and it's just like he treats me like if I'm some sort of like if I ain't nobody and shit. Like he never responded to my texts and nothing like that. So I don't appreciate that shit at all. That's why in El Soldado I say, hey, yo, Black Hammers, brap him down. If you my cousin, why you acting funny when you come around in my house eating up the food? Smile in my face, drinking brew, had your back, but you don't want to hear the truth. See, blood don't make the bond. You lost your faith in me, I never lost my faith in God. Fuck anybody leeching off my happiness. I'm charging double for my time and I'm taxing it. This pure love and it's passionate.
Speaking of that song, my favorite, I think probably my favorite moment on the album is when you switch the energy up. I think on the second verse, like with the cadence and inflection of your voice. You know what I'm talking about on El Soldado, when you like that the last like four bars you just rapped, like you when you started it off like you were coming off hard, but then I feel like you came in just a little bit harder, like you took it up just another notch. You know what I'm talking about?
And El Soldado?
Yeah, like with the inflection of your voice,
Let me see.
like you took it up just another notch, which
Let me see.
I think really complimented that track really well. Um,
It is passionate when you break bread from the cow. My Pedrino, I ain't seen him in years. My god brother's a bitch too. I ain't seen them brothers when I was a kid. Shit. And I'm over here shitting on my fucking my godfather and shit like that. It is what it is, man. To me personally, man, when you sign up to be a padrino, that doesn't mean like, oh, like, you know, you're fucking, you ain't here for like a year or whatever the fuck. Like, maybe I'll get back to it. Let me see. Wait, where do you feel like I picked it up?
Let me pull it up. Let me see. I got it right here. Play it real quiet so we don't get copyrighted for our own music. Because YouTube police. Like that part right there, and everything onward. I'm trying to double for my time and I'm taxing it. This pure love, it is passionate. When you break bread, some can tell. They be hurting on the inside. Well, gotta read minds. If you a man, say that shit up in my face. You can just hear in your voice that like you had some you really wanted to like get that shit up out in the world, you know what I mean? What was on your mind?
Yeah, it was like I was literally getting more pissed.
No,
like as I was recording it.
That's what I mean. You can hear it in your voice, like it's like see my audio interface right here. It's like turning up the notch just gradually, like every time, every bar. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, because it was like because that's somebody that it's called El Soldado because I feel like I always had to be on the front lines and be loyal to people that have betrayed me, and I felt betrayed. Not just by like my cousin, but like a lot of other people. That's why I brought up my fucking padrino, both of them, because I had my original godfather, and then when I got my when I got my confirmation, I had another fucking padrino who I felt fucking dropped the ball on me too.
mm-hmm.
You know, he still watches my shit on Instagram. He likes my shit, and I want to be like, I want to tell him why, bro. Like, you know, why do you even care about like, you know, why do you even care? Like, it's over, bro. Like, I don't want to fucking, I don't want to talk to you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You know, if you a man, say that shit up in my face. I don't fake mine. Always excluded from the table. That's why I'll be the only one to rock my son's cradle. Cause it's like this is a man that feels like the people that should have supported him didn't.
Yeah.
The people that I held down didn't hold me down. So when it's my time to have my kids and my family, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
I
No.
don't care. I don't want nothing. I don't want no fucking help. I don't want no money. I don't need none of that shit, bro. I don't want none of that shit. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. You know what I mean?
If you ain't reciprocating the energy, then we moving on.
Yeah, like in the family thing was like a big thing, and it played a big part in that album. Like, bro, like a lot of people like we're dancing around it, but I talk about my sister, talk about my cousins, talking about my godfathers. You know, I don't even think I talked about like my parents, but I talked about everybody else.
Oh, I don't
You
know.
know, you said what?
I'm now that I think about it, I don't think you did.
Yeah, like, you know, and there's a lot of shit I want to say about my mom, which I don't know what I'm gonna say about that shit, but you know, but I always big up my pops and the songs. It's always like, you know, always shout my pops out because you know he held me down more than anybody. Like my pops is like, you know, like my best friend. You know what I mean? My pops is really like somebody that like I've always loved and respected from like day one. Even when we weren't seeing eye to eye, even when we were going through shit, it was like, you know, you're not gonna go through like perfect. Life ain't gonna be perfect, and in the relationships and in the friendships and family situations you have ain't never gonna be good all the time. So, but what really like how you really could gauge a person is like over time. You know what I mean? If you're only in my life for a short time and you take advantage of that, oh, you're just a bitch. You know what I mean? If you're supposed to like really be my role model and you're really supposed to guide me, I went through a lot of shit, bro, as a young man. And I felt like certain people knew that shit and they didn't care. They were like, "Oh, well, that's just like that's him. I got my own shit to worry about." Well, if you got your own shit to worry about, get the fuck up out my life, bro. Get the fuck away from me, bro.
I,
Don't smile in my face. Don't ask me how I'm doing. Obviously, you don't give a fuck because you got my phone, you got my number, you know what the fuck it is. But yet, when you're from my grandma, when you went the whole, the family shit. Oh, hey, how you been? How about fuck how I been, bro?
mhm.
Fuck how I've been.
I
You know what I
bro,
mean?
I can relate to that because like the way they look at it, like you said, oh, I got my own shit to worry about. Oh, they're the way they look like, oh, they're solid. They're strong enough to, if I'm not there fully enough, they'll figure it out on their own. And you know
It's
what?
more than it's more than that. It's like you know where you fucked up. So don't try to be on this all let's like let's try to shimmy out that shit. Ain't nothing like there's nothing you can say or do that'll make me feel like, you know what? I get it. Cause I don't get it. I don't see how you could fucking watch your nephew sleep on the fucking couch every day, broke as fuck, no job, you know, fucking I was fucked up for a long time. I don't know how the fuck you could just let the people you love like just be like hit rock bottom and you don't do nothing and you don't say nothing and you're supposed to be the fucking role model, the godfather, or whatever the fuck you are. You know what I mean? I was a young man, bro. I was like really doing really fucking bad. And for me to feel like, the people that were supposed to be there for me weren't there for me, I don't want to be around you. I'm
Straight up,
good.
yeah.
Fuck Thanksgiving. Fuck Christmas. Fuck my birth. I don't want, like certain people call, like this was the fucking first birthday I had. Everyone jumped out the window to wish me a happy birthday and all this shit. Why? Why, bro? It's too late.
What changed?
What changed? Over 5 years ago, and this fool's this. Oh man, who like we don't rock with this shit. Like you wasn't rocking with me at all. I hit one of the lowest lows. And it was like, fuck this fool. That's the energy I got. I was like, oh, well, fuck this fool. Nah, fuck you, bruh. Fuck you.
No, straight up.
And that's the anger. That's what you get on like El Soldado. That's how you get on like these tracks, that come out with Loteria. Cause it was like all that shit was bottled up inside of me. It was like, nah, like I have to get this out of my system, bro. Cause I'm not really rocking with like none of the shit that is going around in my family. And I feel like when they see my social media and like Instagram and my music and shit, they understand it, they get it, a little bit of it, but it's like you can never understand it until you've been in that position of where it's like, bro, like so what? Like so what, bro? Like you went through this shit. You're trying to tell me you were a shitty person to me because of what you were going through? I never treated you that way.
Mhm.
I was on rock bottom. You weren't though, bro. You, like,
They
you were never near my position.
they were in the position to like, I don't want to say
Hell,
be the bigger person, but you're older, you know, you're kind of in that position to, look over, look out for somebody. You're not playing your part. You're just basically letting somebody, you're not speaking up for them or speaking to them, saying, lifting them up. Like that's that. Like if you're any kind of family member, or if you have like a godfather or whatever, like that's the position they're supposed to play. 100%.
and that's why like I take it so seriously because like I can be a really good padrino to like one of my like nieces and nephews and shit like that, but like I'm not that close to like none of my cousins because it's like they have like a misconception about me, which is fine. Like if you the reason why I have such thick skin now is because I went through some of the most fucked up shit I've ever had to deal with early. Now, as a grown man, I could look at back on this shit and say, you know what, like, nah, like I ain't rocking with this shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you were a dickhead to me. I ain't never gonna forget how you made me feel, bro. Like I ain't never gonna forget the shit you said to me. I'm gonna never forget the fucking shit that happened. There's no sorries. I don't care. I don't give a fuck if you're in the 12-step program. I don't give a fuck how many fucking texts and calls you give me. Like I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm really like, you gotta really show me on a consistent basis who the fuck you are as a man. And if you can't say what the fuck your problem is with me in my face, like a man, we can't speak as men. You know?
That's right.
Like people know what the fuck it is with me, bro. Like I'm like, that's why, like, when I have the chance to flex on people, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna be like, fuck you and suck my dick. But I ain't gonna say it. I'm just gonna let the fucking work speak for itself. That's all it is.
no, right. That's you got to let them know. You got to let them know. And you know what? When it's time to flex on them, you got to fucking flex on them, man.
I have to remind certain people that you are held accountable. You are responsible for your actions.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna play that shit. Like the big thing in the family is like we holding grudges, and you shouldn't hold grudges, and I don't give a fuck about that shit, bro. Y'all get the fuck out of my way, man. I'm
That's
doing
fine.
my own thing. I'm
That,
living my own life.
that's why I fuck with you heavy. You and I, like-minded individuals. We think the same way. I would do the same thing. You know. Um, I don't want to deal with no fucking people who on that type of time. You know. I'm all about holding people accountable, but it reaches a certain point where it's just like, you know what? If you don't even care, and like that this is how you're gonna act as a man, as an individual, as whoever, I don't have time for you. I'm gonna keep it pushing. But I do my best to hold others accountable too, because like if you're not having somebody check you, especially like if we're friends, family, whatever, then like what are we doing? You know?
Yeah, it's just like all that shit is in there, like all the grief, all the pain, and like a lot of the family relationships is it's hard, man. It was like this album, like really like it was real therapeutic for me, and even now talking about this shit, because it was like, there's a lot of like us out there that feel the same way, where it's like we just felt like no one held us down and shit, like um
Only people who held us down is ourselves, man. I've always had
yeah.
to I've always told others like I do my best to look out for others when I can. Just because that's what that's what my mom instilled in me. You got to be the bigger person sometimes in certain situations. But I do that because I never had anybody to do that for me. I always did it for myself. I always
Mhm.
held accountable. I was always making sure I'm checking myself. Um, like whether it was me or the voice in my head to um, you know, be that guide for me. My I just it's kind of got me this far. My intuition.
Yeah. The older cousins I had growing up always said I was spoiled. Oh wow, you got all this for Christmas? All we got was socks and underwear. Oh, you're spoiled. Oh, you're not hungry like we are. Fucking, we're fucking, like just like stupid shit like that. Those are the cousins I had. Now, the cousins that had me, I'm giving away my clothes, gave away hundreds of dollars of fucking clothes,
Mm.
my shoes, whatever, giving good advice. Like my niece, man, I wanted to cry like a bitch when she told me I was the reason why she like plays video games and like fucking like, you know, kind of like why she's like an artist, because she saw me making like music and fucking, I told her, I was like, I still make music, I make clothes now, like, and I told her, I was like, I don't play video games anymore. And she was like, really? She was like, you used to play video games all the time. And that shit was like, like it hit me in like a in a different way and shit. And Like fucking.
Just kind of outgrow things,
I just
you
no,
know.
no, no. Well, yeah. But I'm just my point is, it's like, wow, just life changes and life moves, man, and you just really never know where the fuck you're gonna be. You never know who you influence. You know what I mean? Like,
That's right. Yeah.
I never try to. This anger, like all this, like shit, like I've been yelling and screaming and shit. It's all to those who have like fucked with me. But
Yeah.
so like all those like I'm a Gemini, man. Whatever you could do to me is you're gonna get twice back. I don't care. Like if you love me, I'ma love you more. If you hate me, I'ma hate you more. You do some snake shit to me, I'm probably gonna make sure your ass is buried, bruh. Like, you know? I don't play that shit. Like just I'm really like the like the anti-bully. Like, oh, you thought you was gonna try to bully me? Fuck you. Like, yeah, that shit is
Ain't nobody. You and I think the same. Ain't nobody gonna take advantage of me. That's for sure.
no, like nobody can, bro. Cause it's like I'm
Mm-mm.
a fight. It don't matter how long it takes. I'm real patient. A year, 5 years, 10 years. I'm gonna make sure, bro. Like you get what you deserve, bro. Cause that's what has to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like on some Batman shit. Like, fuck the law. Like, we're gonna make, like, you know, I'm a double edged with it. Like, I'm all about like letting life happen. Cause people are stupid anyway. Let's keep it real. People are dumb as fuck and they're gonna fuck themselves over if that's what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Murphy's law, what can happen will happen. But if I could contribute in some of that, hey,
Yeah.
why not? Hey, why not? Let's run it. Fuck, you know?
Yeah.
I just, I don't know if this is like Gemini shit, but I don't know, man. I'm a real like, cause I'm heavy into like the zodiac and all that shit. So I could just tell like, like I read between the lines. I see people's motives and shit. And even with the homie and shit, I was eating with him today, and I was like, it was some real innocent shit. We're playing like Pokemon and shit, and he kind of like snaked me on like this like trade that we had, and I was like, bro, you had this shit the whole time when you told me you didn't. And
Mm.
then he told me he tried to like he tried to get away from that shit, but then he was like, well, yeah, you thought I was just gonna let you like forget about this one time. And I was like, but like you lied to me. So why
Not Bond.
I made an honest mistake. So the way you want to make me feel how you felt, but you just look dumb as fuck because I saw right through that. And I was cool with it. I'm like, all right, well, that's you, but it's just like I have to look at you different. I have to.
Well,
I didn't mean to make a mistake on purpose. You purposely try to fucking like be a dickhead. Yeah, this is a little fucking kids game. Yeah, it's a little fuck that shit, bro. It's the principle, bro.
yeah. On that word was not Bond, man. Word was not Bond, bro. Like part of being a Gemini, like a big thing that, like, I mean, like, I believe in some of it. I definitely see it. Like when I look at myself, like, am I definitely a Gemini for show? I can see like both sides of every situation to like everything, like whether I agree or don't. I could see why, like, I could see both sides to a situation, a scenario, a problem. You know what I mean? Like I could see why this person feels that way, that person feels this way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Whether I
Yeah,
agree,
like
I'll have my, I have my own ways how I feel about shit, and I have my own takes. But like, I do my best to see both ways because everybody has feelings. Everybody feels a certain way. Everybody's gonna look at it just a different way because we all have different perceptions and perspectives. So
yeah. We might have to fucking continue this conversation next week or some shit, cause I feel like we're barely scratching the surface of like this album.
before we
We
go, I
talked
gotta ask you one more question about one of
all
the
right,
songs, if that's okay. We
go
gotta
ahead.
we could. Oh, man, we didn't even touch about some of the songs I wanted to talk about.
That's what I'm saying.
Um, what else one do I want to talk about? I'm gonna pick one. This one or that one. This one or that one. We'll pick this one because it's a shorter song. The other one's a little bit longer. We'll talk about Los Hadas probably time, but let's talk about La Sandia, man. Before
Oh,
we
what about it?
um, what inspired you to write that, man? Because I think like as a whole, that's the one I run back like 2 3 times in a row because it's shorter. You know, it's less than 2 minutes. It's got some brevity on it. Um, but it's kind of got this for me personally has this like a addictive replay value to it. I don't know what it is. And the first time I listened to it, I didn't get that. But then like a couple weeks later, I listened to it and I was like, I don't know what it is. This shit is just like it's got me in the loop, man.
So there's this artist. I won't say his name. Fuck his name, and
Hmm.
fuck him.
Hmm.
So he has a song where he's like, I wrote this song when I was in Disneyland. I was. He said some shit like, I wrote this song when I was in Disneyland, waiting to take a picture with Goofy, standing in line on Space Mountain. You know, just having fun or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
So, he's fat as fuck. So I had to, I wrote this verse, but I was taking a nice little walk outside, something that these obese people should do, walking, you know, using their legs, using the fucking legs that God gave them to do things like walk. So then this song came out.
Dump the desert.
Yeah. Dump the desert, dick it down, dominations, dominated, dogging for my pleasure. Copper tops loaded in the Glock. Stop saying that you gang when you really not. I really put the paper to the plays. You just fronting these effects you can't debate. Falling off bad, capsize your waves to keep a life raft. Yeah, like I was going off.
Yeah,
I
no,
was dumping heavy on this dumbass on that
you
one.
were. I'm like, I like. I don't think perfection exists, but if I had to pick like one song that's like perfect front to back, like and just like how like I think it would be La Santia because like it's short, but like the spotlight that you have like as the runtime goes, it was executed like perfectly. 100,000 bands and I'm gone. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, like because I got this. And shout out to his name isn't really good right now, but like Jim Jones, right? So they asked Jim Jones. He was on the Joe Budden podcast with Rory and Maul. The only interview I think he did with them, but they asked Joe Budden. They're like, uh, I think he said some shit like, "Man, I'm I'm making my money and I'm out. I'm out of the game." And then I think Rory asked him, how much money constitutes you being out of the game?" And he goes, 10 million. He goes, I'm right. He said some shit like, the next move I make is gonna be, I'm gonna make 10 mil and I'm out. Like I'm out. So that's my price. 100,000 bands, I'm gone. That's it. You ain't never gonna see me again.
100,000 bands and I'm gone. I
Yeah.
like I like it. I like that.
And La Sandia is just like, it's just one of those like you're fucking fat, bro. Like eat more fruit, eat more vegetables, do something, bro. Like, cause you're not gonna get no skinnier riding around the fucking little Disney fucking playhouse go-karts around Disneyland eating fucking, you know, uh uh goofy chocolate chip cookies and
The
fucking
Mickey Mouse waffles.
Mickey Mouse Waffle House ass Levi.
French French toast looking motherfucker.
Yeah, fucking triple chocolate fudge face, fucking Levi.
The whale.
Um,
The whale.
so well tail, bro. And like, it's so funny. Like you want to take shots at me? Let's take shots, bro. But bring it, bro, because I ain't like as you could tell, I'm gonna hit you and put you the fuck away, bro. And I don't really, like I blocked him and all that shit, but like he has like his little minions and shit, or like still kind of like uh look at my shit. I did my best to like block everybody, like like mutual, like associate with us, but like um when your career isn't in your hands, you do certain things. My career is in my hands. I can't say the same. Just smack myself in the face. I can't say the same thing for the next man.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, uh, but we'll get more in depth with it. This was like we were unprepared as fuck, and I hate like doing really long shows for everybody. But this was really cool.
Yeah,
We'll continue this.
we scratched the surface.
Yeah, bro. Like we really didn't talk about like uh some of the things I feel like we should cover, but we could leave that for like next time. But I'll say right now, if you do and don't forget, if you're watching this on YouTube, my Instagram is Evil Emperor Serbs, EVILEMPEROR SERBS. You could get at NC on Real X and C on Instagram. I do not have a Twitter. Well, we're both not on Twitter anymore, right? Are you on Twitter? I'm not on Twitter like
It
that.
exists, but I don't fucking use it. Fuck that shit. It exists.
Uh,
You can find it somewhere if someone cares that much. I'm on.
Loteria, Loteria right
Yeah.
now is out everywhere. It's on NC's Bandcamp.
Yep.
It's on his channel. I don't know if I'm gonna post the whole thing. I have it loaded up, but I'm still gonna have to put the timestamps and all that. So I don't know if I want to do that. I just,
Yeah, I got to do
you know,
that. We'll do that tomorrow. It takes time.
yeah, like, bro, I'm like, I'm gonna go to sleep and wake up and go to work right away. Like, I'm not even gonna have time to cook or nothing. I just gotta go to fucking work. Like,
I'll do it for
you
you because I'm my girl. She's sick. I told you we normally every weekend well one day. I think she's got the flu, so I got the whole weekend to myself. I got to do taxes. I'm gonna send you and the homie Looney these beats because we got the next shit cooking up. Probably gonna make.
yeah,
I'll do the timestamps tomorrow for both of us. I'll send it to you because you sent me the video, so they should be the same. So
hell yeah. Um, yeah, we'll run it back next week.
yeah, bro. But I'm off. I'm off next weekend as well. But when are you off?
Wednesday and then next Friday. So if we can't do it Wednesday, we could do it next Friday or what?
Yeah, we can do it next Friday. I'll have to sneak out a because that's Valentine's Day weekend. I'll have to sneak once Lexi passes out because she passes out pretty quickly. I'll sneak out. We could run it back on some
Hell yeah.
late night shit. So yeah, that's cool with me, brother. That works. It's always a pleasure, brother.
What's the message of the day before we get out of here?
The message of the day. Count stacks, man. That's my message today. Keep counting stacks, man. That's what it's about right now. Count your chips.
Get money, stay focused, bruh.
100,000 bands and I'm gone.
Don't let none of this stupid shit out here like get you like trip you from like taking care of what you got to do, bruh. Make this money and you know live good, bruh.
Take care of your own, man. Take care of yourself. You know.
Hell yeah, NC, we're gonna run it back next week. I appreciate you for taking the time out. I know it's like 4 in the morning. I don't know how to fuck you up. I want to knock out right now. I'm
Um,
tired.
when you originally texted me, I'm not gonna lie. I think not probably. I definitely took a nap. So when you said, "Can we?"
Bro,
I took. That's how I'm up right now. Normally, I wouldn't be up at this hour, but I'm off this weekend.
I drank a coffee right now and I'm tired as fuck. That shit is like it didn't mean shit to me. I'm exhausted, bro.
You need that natural tea, man. That's another thing got me up right now. My natural hot green tea, green jasmine tea, just a little bit of caffeine keep me up, just a little bit.
Hell yeah, bro. Well, all right then, bro. I appreciate you for coming on.
It's a
We're gonna
pleasure,
run it
man.
back next week.
Pleasure. Thank you for doing this. We got to run it back and talk about some more of the tracks of the album and some other details about the album as well. So,
Hell yeah. All right then, yo. Stay safe, stay blessed.
my brother, stay safe, stay blessed. It's always a pleasure. Have a great night.
This is the God's
Out.
Hour.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.